Imagine this. 5 years from today, you wake up not worrying about bills or a 9 to 5 job, but deciding which country to fly to on your private jet or which company to acquire next. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But here's the truth. Every billionaire you know today started from nothing. Elon Musk once slept on a couch. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage, and Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty. They weren't born billionaires. They became billionaires. Now here's the question. What if you had a roadmap? What if I could show you exactly how to compress decades of wealth building into just 5 years? That's exactly what we're going to uncover in today's video. The 5-year journey to becoming a billionaire. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single step. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you're ready to unlock the secrets to wealth. And make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos that reveal the strategies the wealthy use every single day. Most people think building extreme wealth is about luck, or being born into the right family, or being in the right place at the right time. But that's not true. Becoming a billionaire is about building the right foundation, scaling fast, leveraging resources, and multiplying your empire step by step. And over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what those 5 years would look like if you committed yourself fully. So grab a notebook, because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete playbook for creating generational wealth. Ready? Let's begin your 5-year journey to billionaire status. Year 1 is all about laying the foundation, and this is where most people fail because they want instant results without realizing that wealth requires a base as strong as steel. Think of a skyscraper. The higher you want to build, the deeper the foundation must be. You cannot build a billion-dollar empire on a weak mindset, poor habits, or lack of vision. So your first year is about transformation, not just financially, but mentally, socially, and strategically. The first step is adopting the billionaire mindset. The average person thinks about survival, the rich think about comfort, but billionaires think about impact and scale. From day one, you must train yourself to see opportunities where others see obstacles. When others say it can't be done, you must ask, how can it be done? The second step is building relentless discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement, and in this year, your time is your most valuable resource. Every wasted hour is a brick stolen from your skyscraper. Create a daily routine that sharpens your body, feeds your mind, and pushes your business forward. The third step is starting your first scalable business. This is not about chasing billions yet. It's about cash flow and momentum. Choose a model that can grow beyond your personal effort, whether it's technology, e-commerce, digital education, or high-demand services that can be automated. The fourth step is networking like a billionaire. Your network is your net worth, so surround yourself with ambitious people, mentors, and allies. Don't approach with neediness, approach with value, because successful people respect resourcefulness. And finally, the fifth step, reinvest everything. In year 1, the temptation will be to spend your first wins, but resist it. Every dollar must go back into your business, brand, and skills. If it doesn't multiply, you don't buy it. By the end of year 1, your targets should be clear. At least one business generating $500,000 to $1 million in revenue, a personal brand that positions you as a leader in your niche, and a network of allies who can open doors in year 2. This is the foundation, and without it, nothing else can stand. Year 2 is all about growth. You've laid the foundation. Now it's time to multiply. In your first year, the business likely depended heavily on you. But to move closer to billionaire status, you must escape the trap of being your own bottleneck. Scaling means systems. Automate repetitive tasks, document your processes, and build a team that can execute without your constant involvement. Think of Ray Kroc in McDonald's. He didn't flip burgers. He created a system that scaled worldwide. Your next step is delegation and leadership. Billion-dollar companies are built on teams, not individuals. Hire people smarter than you in marketing, operations, and finance. Build a culture around vision and execution, and incentivize your team with equity so they think like owners. Step 3 is diversification. By the end of this year, you should no longer rely on just one stream of income. Reinvest profits into a second business, acquire complementary companies, or start buying real estate. Begin angel investing so you gain equity in startups with billion-dollar potential. Step 4 is building your personal brand, because in today's world, attention is currency. Share your journey, your lessons, and your insights on platforms that give you visibility. The more people know and trust you, the more opportunities will come to you. Step 5 is reinvesting your profits into growth. This is where your discipline is tested again. Expand your marketing budget, upgrade your team, open new markets, and acquire better systems. Every dollar you reinvest now multiplies your empire later. And step 6 is networking on a higher level. Get into the rooms where serious wealth is discussed with investors, CEOs, and industry leaders. A single introduction can accelerate your journey by years. Finally, track and measure everything. If you can't measure it, you can't grow it. Monitor revenue, profits, customer acquisition costs, and lifetime value. By the end of year 2, your targets should be clear. A business generating 5 to 10 million in revenue, a team that can run without you, at least 2 new income streams, a growing personal brand, and entry into higher level networks. At this point, you're no longer a beginner, you're a serious player. Year 2 is growth, but year 3 is expansion. And this is where you stop playing locally and start playing globally. Year 3 is expansion, and this is where your vision must grow beyond borders. Up until now, you've been building momentum, creating systems, and diversifying your income. But to step closer to billionaire status, you must think on a global scale. Expansion means breaking out of your comfort zone and taking your business into new markets, new industries, and new territories. The first step is international growth. Study where your products or services can be replicated in other countries. Leverage technology to reach global audiences, build partnerships with international distributors, and create localized strategies that make your business adaptable anywhere in the world. The second step is brand building. By year 3, your name and your company should not just be known in your niche. They should be making noise on a much larger stage. Invest in public relations, media coverage, and storytelling that positions you as a visionary. People don't just buy products, they buy into leaders with a mission. The third step is leveraging capital. Up until now, you've reinvested profits, but billionaires accelerate growth by using other people's money. This is the year to seek investors, private equity, or even strategic partnerships that provide funding for rapid expansion. Learn to use debt wisely. Good debt that multiplies your empire instead of draining it. The fourth step is acquisitions. Instead of building everything from scratch, start buying businesses that already have customers, infrastructure, and teams. Acquisition is the billionaire's shortcut. The fifth step is asset accumulation. Move beyond cash flow and begin acquiring long-term assets, real estate portfolios, intellectual property, or even entire companies that grow in value while producing income. And the sixth step is strengthening your leadership infrastructure. As your empire expands, you must evolve into a true leader of leaders. Develop executives who can run divisions, create boards of advisors, and set up governance structures that allow your empire to run at scale. By the end of year 3, your targets should be clear. Your business or businesses should be generating tens of millions annually. You should have a strong international presence. Your personal and business brands should command influence, and you should be accumulating assets that appreciate over time. This is the year your empire begins to resemble those of the billionaires you admire, and it sets the stage for year 4, where wealth doesn't just grow, it multiplies. Year 4 is wealth multiplication, and this is where you begin playing the game at the billionaire level. You're no longer just running a successful business, you're building an empire. The first step is scaling to dominance. By now, you should identify which of your ventures has the greatest potential to dominate its industry and pour massive resources into making it number 1. Market share is power, and billionaires don't settle for being just another player. They aim to lead. The second step is going public or raising massive capital. Consider taking your company to the stock market through an IPO or securing large rounds of investment from institutional backers. This move gives you access to capital on a scale that accelerates expansion beyond anything your profits alone could achieve. The third step is strategic acquisitions. Instead of competing with rivals, buy them. Acquire competitors, complementary businesses, and promising startups to strengthen your empire and eliminate threats. Every acquisition should either increase revenue, expand market share, or add valuable assets to your portfolio. The fourth step is diversifying into multiple industries. By year 4, you should not only dominate in your main arena, but also spread your influence across sectors like technology, finance, healthcare, or real estate. Billionaires rarely rely on one industry alone. They build cross-industry empires that protect them from market downturns. The fifth step is global partnerships. Form alliances with powerful corporations, governments, and institutions that allow you to expand at an unprecedented scale. These relationships give you leverage that money alone cannot buy. The sixth step is brand empire. By now, your personal brand should be as powerful as your business brand. Position yourself as a thought leader, visionary, and innovator whose name carries weight in boardrooms and headlines alike. The seventh step is lifestyle positioning. Begin to live like the billionaire you are becoming, not in reckless consumption, but in visibility, influence, and reputation. Attend elite gatherings, sit on panels, and become a recognized figure in the world of wealth and power. By the end of year 4, your targets should be clear. Your empire should be valued in the hundreds of millions. If not crossing into the billion mark, your brand should be globally recognized, and your influence should reach far beyond your original business. This is wealth multiplication at its peak, and it sets the stage for year 5, the year you finally cross into billionaire status. Year 5 is billionaire status, the moment where everything you've built over the past 4 years comes together to push you over the threshold. This is the year of consolidation, expansion, and legacy. The first step is protecting your empire. Billionaires don't just make money, they secure it. Set up holding companies, trusts, and legal structures that safeguard your wealth from economic downturns, taxes, and lawsuits. The second step is scaling globally with full dominance. Expand aggressively into emerging markets, leverage your international partnerships, and position your companies as global leaders. The third step is influence. At this stage, money is not your only asset. Your voice, your decisions, and your reputation shape industries and even nations. Join advisory boards, partner with world leaders, and use your platform to expand your reach. The fourth step is philanthropy. Billionaires think long-term, and legacy is part of their strategy. Begin creating foundations, charities, or initiatives that align with your vision. Not only does this create massive impact, but it cements your influence for generations to come. The fifth step is lifestyle design. You now have the freedom to live anywhere, invest in anything, and create the exact life you want. But more importantly, you have the responsibility to continue innovating and leading. By the end of year 5, your empire should cross the billion-dollar valuation. Your name should carry weight globally, and you should have transformed from a dreamer into a living example of what's possible when vision, discipline, and execution align. And here's the truth. You didn't just build wealth, you built a legacy that will outlast you. Now pause for a moment and look back. 5 years ago, you were just starting, with nothing more than an idea, a vision, and a hunger for success. Today, you stand as a billionaire. This is the journey few dare to take. But for those who do, it is proof that anything is possible. And if you're ready to begin your own journey, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and join us here at Secrets to Wealth as we continue revealing the strategies that turn dreams into empires.